Welcome back, handicappers. I'm your host, Kyle Schaefer. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Lazy Bettor Guide's Instant Value Handicapping. If you've been following our videos over the past year, you know that we've been working hard to call out false favorites as fast as we can find them. If you're new to Lazy Bettor Guides, here's what we do. Handicapping author and the real brains behind the operation, Roger LeBlanc, takes a look at races each week to find a favorite that isn't as strong as everyone thinks. This is a system Roger developed for his book, The Lazy Bettor's Guide to the Kentucky Derby. Today, Roger will be taking a look back at the 30 weeks worth of races we've reviewed and give a little update on our ROI. Take it away, Roger.
We went through 30 weeks of betting, and we're doing a review of the results every 10 weeks. We're going to report the good and the bad and the phenomenal all equally here. So this is a 30-week review where we kind of see where we stand. So in the book, I lay out a method not only for identifying false favorites, but for picking horses likely to beat them. And in the book, I kept it simple. As far as a selection method, I just used buyer speed figures and took the top speed figures for two horses in the race and used those as the bet against. And it showed a small flat bet profit, dutching those two horses each race. And when we launched this video series, I thought I could do a little better than what I showed in the book by using my own handicapping methods. So I am humbled. I have to admit here that my kind of freelance methods of handicapping these races the past 30 weeks did not do as well as if I had used the speed figure approach that I lay out in the book. So if you want the best approach, definitely buy the book and see what's happening there, because it looks to be tremendously effective in live action. So the reason we paused, I wanted to put together a spreadsheet that gathered all kinds of information on the 30 or so, 60 or so races that we bet on. It took me a while to get that all together, but it was worth the effort. What I found was that using my approach these past 30 weeks, we had a negative ROI, even though we had 22 winners in 60 races. That's a pretty high win percentage, but I was taking low odds because I was expecting it to be higher. I was shooting for a 50% win percentage. We came in at about 35%. We also had very small payoffs at Evangeline Downs, which is a track we played the most. We were getting a very high win percentage there, but the prices were very, very small. So the average payoff there that we got was around 8 to 5, and that clearly isn't good enough if you're making two horse bets. So I went back and wondered what it would have looked like if I had used the book's methodology, and the result was 29 winners in 60 races. That's our 50% we were looking for, pretty much. The average odds also were higher, around 7 to 2. So much higher win percentage, much higher ROI, and average win payout using the book's methods. Part of the difficulty in what we did the past 30 weeks is we were betting primarily at small racetracks. There seems to be either a problem with the quality of the morning line there. We had some 12 to 1 morning line shots that ended up winning at odds of 2 to 1. That's a big miss by the lines maker at the track. Had a 7 to 2 winner there that paid 1 to 2. So we were really getting squeezed on the odds, and because we're making our selections a day or two ahead of time, we depend heavily on the morning line, and we were kind of getting burnt there. The research also shows that the larger tracks not only had more winners, but at bigger prices. So going forward, we will stick with major tracks, maybe venture into a small track here or there for fun, and we will now use the methodology I lay out in the punter's tale of using speed figures for our selections. So thank you for everyone who stuck around for our 30-week playout. We've got another 22 weeks to go on this. Hopefully we can turn that ROI positive. We're not down by much. So I think the new approach, the adjustments we make here, will get us into the black.
Thanks for that breakdown, Roger. That's all we've got for you today, but you can find more from Lazy Bettor Guides at lazybettorusa.com. Be sure to check out more of our videos, read our blog posts, and listen in to our brand new Lazy Bettor Guides podcast. Available now on SoundCloud and coming soon to all major podcasting platforms. Catch you next time, bettors.